Hello folks, today I'm looking at a standing desk from a company called Maidesite. This is the Maidesite S2 Pro. It's a dual motor standing desk that has a load capacity of up to 100 kilograms. In this video I'll be unboxing the Maidesite S2 Pro, doing a quick time lapse of the assembly process, then I'll go through the main features of this awesome desk. So let's get started. The desk comes in two separate boxes. One has the frame and the electrics, and the second has the worktop. Let's start with the frame. The desk basically consists of two legs, a metal frame which joins the legs together, various screws, nuts and bolts, and finally the control unit, which basically is the brain of the desk and controls the lifting mechanisms. Assembly is really easy and should take approximately 30 minutes. I'm assembling this in my living room so I have a bit more space. My home office is tiny and currently it's still under refurbishment. Before assembling the desk, I like to lay all the parts on the floor as it makes the process easier. All the nuts and bolts are labeled too, which makes the assembly process painless. Assembling the desk takes about 10 steps. Step 1 is to assemble the lifting columns, aka the legs of the desk. The manual provides easy to understand diagrams and clear instructions. Although everything you need, including tools, is provided in the box, I prefer to use my trusty Hotto electric drill, which has a digital display and adjustable torque settings. Each of the two lifting columns, which contain the motors, are attached to two pieces of metal brackets to essentially form an L shape. Step 2. We now need to install the side brackets. These are attached to each of the L-shaped pieces from step 1. The side brackets form part of the section which the worktop is screwed onto. Steps 3 and 4. We now need to assemble the center frame and the feet. The center rails are two long pieces which slide inside the L-shaped section from earlier. Now make sure the notch is facing inwards and the narrow edge is facing up as shown in the instruction manual. At this stage, you do not need to attach any screws to the center rails. Step 5. It's now time to unbox the desktop. Now the S2 Pro is available with two different size worktops. You can pick from 120 centimeters by 60 centimeters, or the one that I have, which is slightly larger at 140 centimeters by 70 centimeters. Now once you've unboxed the worktop, make sure the underside is facing up and slowly move the frame onto it. The worktop has pre-drilled holes already, so just align the frame with the holes and secure it in place with the correct bolts as per the instructions. Step 6. Now the main parts of the assembly process is complete. It's time for the electrics, and we start by fitting the control panel. The desk has pre-drilled holes for the control panel, so simply align the unit with the screw holes and use the correct screws as per the instruction manual. Step 7. Now we are ready to fit the power unit. Again, the screw holes are pre-drilled, so the process is painless. Step 8. Okay, so we are almost complete. It's time to connect all of the cables together. The kit comes with two extension leads. I only needed to use one. The extension leads are used to connect the lifting mechanisms to the control unit. Step 9. The desk comes with two plastic cable management covers. These are easily screwed into place and actually do a really good job at hiding all the cables. The kit also includes cable ties, which you can use to ensure all the cables are securely in place and tidy. The two cable management pieces use two different sets of screws, so ensure you're using the correct screws for each side of the panels. Step 10. Well folks, the desk is now complete and all that's left is to upright the desk plug it in and give it a test. But first, I'm going to replace the standard feet for the casters to make the desk easier to move around. This is an easy process. You simply unscrew the feet and use the supplied spanner to fix the casters. Now, the desk is rather heavy and ideally you should get someone to help you upright it. However, I didn't have anyone at hand at the time, so I had to be really careful and do it myself. And finally, it's all complete. Here is the S2 Pro standing desk from Maidesite. So let's talk about some of the great features of this desk. Firstly, it's an ideal size for most spaces. The worktop size I've chosen is big enough to comfortably house a 32-inch ultra-wide monitor, my MacBook Pro on a stand, an Xbox Series X, and several desk accessories. The S2 Pro has a desk grommet for easy cable management. Since my MacBook Pro connects with a single Type-C cable, everything looks so nice and neat. The S2 Pro is a really stable desk. It's got dual motors and a load capacity of up to 100 kilograms. You can adjust the height from 72 centimeters all the way to 120 centimeters. The control unit is easy to use. It has a clear display and also incorporates a USB Type-A port, which comes in handy for charging your phone. It also has a handy child lock mechanism to basically disable the touch-sensitive buttons. To activate this, you hold down the button on the underside until the lock symbol is displayed on the control panel. The control panel has the usual up and down button as well as 4 memory presets. It's also got a handy reminder function that alerts you to stand up, and you can set intervals between half an hour all the way up to 2 hours. The S2 Pro also has an anti-collision system to protect your desk. Basically, when the desk encounters an obstacle on its way up or down, the motor will reverse to keep your desk safe. The lifting mechanism is very smooth and the motors produce less than 50 decibels of noise. At full height, I can actually sit under the desk and spin on my chair. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend you try this at home, but the desk is stable enough that I know it's not going to wobble or fall over. Overall, I'm really pleased with this desk. It was really easy and quick to assemble, and it looks and feels great. If you work from home, I would highly recommend you consider a standing desk. Thanks again for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to come back to you. I'll leave the link to the S2 Pro in the video description below. Until next time, take care and I'll see you soon.